Hello and welcome back to Rada. My name is Beast. Today we're starting with Onigokko. Let me just immediately press new because the menu music is making me want to murder somebody. There we go, this is better. I swear to God, that menu sound music was close to making me stab a man. Not a fan. Maddening, quite frankly. Anyways, yeah, today we'll be starting a new one, namely Onigokko. Thanks to the person who sent me their 1-year-old redeem code for the game that they never used. But yeah, appreciate it. As I'm sure you can hear, based on that, I'm still coughing. I'm not a fan of it. Yeah, understandably. Anyways, so yeah. I feel like I should actually look at it for having that on screen at all times. Actually go back to the settings, lower the music and lower the SE a little bit. There you go. No window opacity settings, sadly. That's gonna be a pain in the ass. Anyways, don't let him escape. Go, it says. Beneath the beautiful, perfect sphere of the moon, a horde of masculine men passionately call out to certain someone. Oh, that reminds me. Something I should probably say. If you want to get this game, you can find them on the Just USA store. I'm not entirely sure if I can link the page, because it can because YouTube can be very finicky with this shit. Oh yeah, I absolutely cannot link that. When the first CG on the webpage being shown is Elastic being taken from behind while in a pool, I cannot show that. I cannot link that. Linking that would immediately get me in fucking trouble. And that's just not an option that I have available. Not much I can do other than just tell you to check it out yourself. Wish I could link it. It's just, you know, YouTube is a bitch. And if I link it, it's liable to take down my fucking video because of the link. Because YouTube just sucks like that. I actually haven't finished the fucking setup for the final You On My part, motherfucker. There we go, the setup is actually done now. Still disappointed that they literally made like another game that follows, that continues the story on with like a new, like a full-on new, entirely new character that wasn't in the game beforehand, but still didn't give Cotton a route. The world ain't fair, I tell ya. Actually reminds me, what the fuck is August's newest title? Newest game August made is Sen no Hato. In 2019, a fan disc, apparently. Sen no Hato Tsukizome no Koki. And the MC is a handsome lad. He seems to have the token old man. Because you gotta have like one old man character in all these August games. Because it wouldn't be an August game without one old man. Old Manendorf. Beneath, did I already read that? I'll read it again. Beneath the beautiful, perfect sphere of the moon, a horde of masked men passionately call out to a certain someone. With those foul voices on my back, I dashed through the passage to connect to the main and secondary school buildings. A silver moon hung in the sky as the azaleas swayed by the roadside. A mild yet salty breeze brushed against my cheek. So it'd make for quite the wonderful locale if not for the foghorn booming through the area. And all the commotion Whoops, stood around for too long. While engrossed in the nighttime scenery, I was surrounded by a collection of masked men, the Sakagami Ninja Squadron. After flipping the switch for you-know-what at my hips, I kicked up the dirt beneath my heel and headed for the passageway. The only mask which dances in the darkened night, and the Shuten Doji of lore who sups on the moon's reflection. The world-famous master thief, Phantom Thief Ura, has arrived. Sorry, but that's not why I'm here today. This ought to be enough to attract a certain imposter. Oh, nothing. It's personal. Boldly clear with the moon as my backdrop. Damn, this felt incredible. Announcing my name at the top of my lungs was surely the most exhilarating moment for me whenever I was out on the prowl. Still, a group of ninjas cornering a phantom thief. That's quite a sight, no matter how you slice it. Flashed to feel a smile beneath my mask and reached into my breast pocket. The ninjas instantly stood at the ready. Oh no, they moved the fucking text box around. That's terrible. That means I literally, god fucking damn it, that means I literally just can't feel safe. I just have to like censor everything and just read sometimes, even though technically the censorship doesn't hit the text box. I hate it already. God damn it. Just chill out. What can I possibly do with this? Yes, I'd retrieve the flask from my pocket. Without this, I'd be useless. The moon looks spectacular tonight. Would anyone care for a drink? Ooh, how scary. Someone's pissy. I ignored their angry cries and enjoyed the contents of my flask. The 40-proof liquor burned my throat and set my whole body on fire at the instant it hit my stomach. Damn, 40. What's like the difference between proof and percent again? I have to look it up quick. Oh. Okay, that's just 20%. That's actually not that bad. Now, the proof rating is twice the percentage. That's not that bad. For that matter, little fumes shot out of my rear. Hell yeah, I'm ramped and ready to go.
尻から煙が出てるぞ。一体何を飲んだんだ。
バカ者、あれはスズメのつづらの煙でござる。
Yes, but you're too late. I can't fly! I revved up the Tsuzura Sparrow, a miniature jetpack I'd fired up previously, and ascended into the sky. My target was the roof to the school gate. If I were to relaunch from there, today's job would be complete.
逃がすな、お湯でござる。
The ninjas frantically chased after me. However, they truly had noticed too late. Already reached the roof. Oh! Someone cried out the moment I landed. Worse yet, they aimed straight for my head with a wooden sword without warning. Huh? Wait and ambush me. That is surprising. Do you honestly believe I'm that stupid? Then as a daring smile crossed the girl's lips, she raided her sword and closed the distance between us in a single leap. Whoa! I grabbed the baton at my waist, or my only baton, and to fend off her sword. Clashed several times before I backed away. However, she refused to let me rest and attacked with unwavering determination. I'm getting really tired of hearing that! Someone's feisty. Do you really think you can catch me all by yourself? That is pointless. Her defensive arts were pretty impressive, but I wasn't a fantasy thief just for show. I'd faced competition like this more times than I can care to count. There we go. A gentle parry of a sword and my baton sent the girl off balance. There was so much momentum that it seemed to send her sword hurling through the air. Disappointing! The descendant of Momotaro really is a joke. If you really wanted to catch me, you would have brought one of your retainers with you. Is that right? In that case, your fairy tale ends here. I lunged at her chest and flipped the switch on my baton. My Oni baton could send up to 100,000 volts of energy into its target and render them motionless upon contact. So, young lady, but I've got a jet. Look forward to your future growth. What? What the hell? Immediately dodged the sudden attack from the side. The saying by a hair's breadth could not have been more true in this scenario. The lone girl's fist had drilled a huge crater into the spot I had been occupying moments before. You're standing in the middle of a cloud of dust was a golden-eyed girl clad in a Japanese kimono. How could she have stored enough power to smash through a roof in that tiny body of hers? Let's see, power. Does that mean you're Kintaro? Why are her eyes tearing up? What's this? Falling out? I'll sweat it. If you'd like, why don't we just pretend this little incident never happened? Violence is never the answer. Then again, if you've got booze, that's an entirely different story. See, that's too bad. I'm sure. Setting loose the flash grenade, I approached the girl in the kimono. Take that! And poked her straight in the tit. She deflated. Huh? She fainted. What? Suddenly went around. The face flopped right over. That brief moment, she seemed completely different from how she was acting before. Time for me to split then. See ya. There isn't a thief alive in any place or time who would wait around when told. Unless you want me to give those titties of yours a good rubbing. Being one without its descendants, you sure do have a nice red pair of peaches on you. You're so cute when you blush, Sherlock. I slipped between them and quickly leapt over the fence. Then I switched my Sparrow Tsuzura on once again. Ha 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 ha! Farewell, my dear. Looks like you're it this time. The girl hung from the fence with her sword brandished, yelling angrily. Glanced back at her as I etched a white trail of vapor against the black canvas of the sky. Oh, opening. That's a fancy opening. Fucking bear for some reason. I am watching closely to see that I do not have to censor anything. I would say still barely safe, that one. I refuse. Ow! Took a strong blow to the head and woke up with a start. When I came to, I fell out of bed and whacked my head against the floor. But I fell out of bed, fall off half asleep. No, wait, no. Guess I was a light sleeper. But there was no way an ally tossed and turned so badly I could pull off German suplex first thing in the morning.
Ohayo, Oni-chan.
Please stop looking at your little sister's panties. Huh? I looked up, I saw white panties. An unfamiliar uniform was looking down on me. This appeared to be the offender who struck me down from the heavens into the pits of hell. I repeat, there was no need for the panty shot. Sorry to ask this when you're in such a good mood, but who are you? I can't say I recall having the sort of sister that would smack her brother onto the floor. If you're gonna wake me up, then bring a childhood friend or something with you next time. That would be much more appealing.
贅沢言うんじゃありません。一人暮らししてる身で妹に起こしてもらえるだけありがたいと思わなくちゃ。そもそもお兄ちゃんには幼馴染どころか友達だっていないんだし。
You really are my sister, hitting right where it hurts the second I wake up.
ほら、いいから起きて起きて。今日は大事な始業式だよ。
So safe here in case no other CGs show up. You know the variation that doesn't show the fucking panties? That doesn't means I don't have to pull out the fucking fake sunlight. Opening ceremony. That really takes me back.
いやいや、懐かしむほどの思い出まだないから。この島の学園に通うの今日が初めてだから。
Yeah, you've got a point there. My sister Aoi and I are going to the new school starting today. She was a newly enrolled first year and I was transferring in as a second year. Although we were in different years, our circumstances were the same. There was no possible way either of us could have memories of a school we had yet to attend. That reminds me, this is the first time I've seen you wearing that uniform. You've been too shy to show me until now.
どうかな？似合う？
My sister could want some. She was wearing Miyajima Private Academy's uniform, one used by the school we would be attending starting today. She wore her brand new yet still starched uniform and a bright angelic smile. This was surprisingly...
やだお兄ちゃん、そんなにジロジロ見たら恥ずかしいよ。
There's nothing to be embarrassed about. That uniform looks great on you.
本当？
Yeah, you know very well that I'm not the sort of guy who lies.
ありがとうお兄ちゃん。
Man, she sounded really happy. Seeing as how I was her brother, I was a tad biased. However, I did find Aoi's smile to be genuinely adorable. It made me want to spoil her rotten. And again, your sex appeal still got a long way to go.
え？色気？
Yeah, your boobs are still kind of small and you still wear white panties. You're not going to be turning any guy's head anytime soon if you keep that up.
どこ見てるの？お兄ちゃんのドエッチ！
Haha, don't worry, I'm not attracted to you in the slightest. You're not a girl, but a creature known as a little sister.
少しはドキドキしてくれてもいいのに。
Yes, it would. It would immediately induce cardiac arrest and kill me. If you're gonna wear them anyway, why not go with striped panties or some pink with frills? I think that would give you the more personality. Striped panties are especially great. They're cute and really pop perfect for a girl like you.
もう変なこと言ってないで起きなさい。いい加減にしないと豆まくよ。
Yeah. It would appear I had hurt Aoi's feelings. She always got so offended whenever I teased or treated her like a kid, which only proved how much more growing she had left to do. Ugh, I feel awful.
どうしたの？もしかして飲まず酔い？
Hung sober. Maybe. I felt slightly dizzy when I got up and stretched. To top it all off, I was unbelievably nauseated. I prepared some booze before work yesterday to ensure this wouldn't happen, but I ended up going the whole night without a single swig.
一日一回はお酒飲まないと調子が悪くなるなんて、お兄ちゃんも大変だね。
Damn it, we're related, so why the hell does this not happen to you too?
前におじいちゃんが言ってたよ。私はひいおばあちゃんの血を濃く継いでるんだって。
Great grandma indeed. I'd never met her in person, but our great-grandmother had married into the Urabe family and never got hung sober. I, on the other hand, really took after our great-grandfather, so being hung sober had a more pronounced effect on me. Well, it was thanks to him that I was able to become the Phantom Thief Ura, so it wasn't all bad.
って大変！本当にもう時間ないよ。ほら、早く着替えて着替えて。
Okay, I can get dressed by myself, but I need to strip first.
いきなりズボン下ろさないでよ。お兄ちゃんのエッチ。
Starting this spring, Aoi and I would be living on Miyajima Island. Miyajima was an archipelago residing on the Ezo Bay of southern Japan. and surprisingly, more than half of its residents were students attending Miyajima Academy. The academy itself was a private institution positioned at the island's elevated center and was about a 10-minute walk away from the boys' bamboo dorm, which was where I lived. After leaving the dorms, or one of the homes in a nearby residential area, you'd walk up a hilly path and find yourself at Miyajima Academy. Why is the school always on top of a hill? I was staying at the girls' bamboo dorm, which was a fair distance away from the boys' dorm, but it was close enough to traverse on foot. There being so close, you could spare the extra time to show up at my place before heading to school. This is what I get for acting like we had all the time in the world. After I put on a little show for Oi, we were down to the last few seconds before we were officially late. We had to run or we'd never make it in time. Damn it. Can't believe I don't even have time for my morning drink. Oh, wow, you got me a drink? That's my Oi. I slit the straw into the carton Aoi handed me and gulped the liquor down as we ran. Oh! Spat out every last drop as hard as I could. The alcohol, which spewed from my mouth like a fountain, sparkled and shone in the morning sunlight. That's not what you should be saying here. Oh, it isn't liquor. It's mirin. Uncompromising sweetness mixed with a savory aroma of fried eel filled my nose. This was the unmistakable flavor of the sake-like substance with higher sugar and lower alcohol content. Mirin. It's cooking alcohol, mainly. I acknowledge its tenacity, but this isn't the flavor I'm looking for. She could call me whatever she wanted, but my tongue would not accept any substitutions, even if the world were to end tomorrow. That was the one and only hang-up I wasn't about to let go of. I'm pretty sure Mom said some rice wine. What happened to that? What the hell? One of these days an old geezer's gonna pay! Hit me right where it hurts. That's true. My grandpa was the one who was always making me cry. And surprisingly, considering he was my master, at second generation Phantom Thief Uda.
Yukuzo Keisuke!
I didn't know we were raised by Big Boss himself. Come at me, Grandpa! Let's do this! Resounding battle cries and overflowing power, Grandpa and I put those words into our blazing fists and traded blows imbued with our entire bodies and souls. Prevent domestic treasures from falling into the wrong hands! Mysterious tools created by Oni in ancient times. If used incorrectly, they will bring calamity upon this world. Which is why we, the members of the Warabe family, I watched this impact of our fists colliding sent shockwaves that eradicated all the surrounding trees. Probably wasn't that impressive in reality, but that was roughly how our conversation went down at the time. Thanks in advance for your understanding. Shortly thereafter, while supporting my battered body, Grandpa said,
Yoika Keisuke, Urabe no ningen wa umaretsuki, choujin tekina shintai nouryuku o sonomi ni yadoshite oru. Sore wa hito o kantan ni ayameru koto no dekiru, masani oni no you na chikara. 同じく使い方を誤れば悲劇をもたらすだろう。
I know, I will only use it to carry out my mission as Phantom Thief Ura. I will defend mystic treasures from the clutches of evil, and use them to help those in need. I will use my demonic powers for those purposes and those purposes
そ
alone.
の言葉に二言はないな。
Right, I'm a man too. Once I've said my piece, I will never waver.
いい目をしておる。わしが手塩にかけて育てたお前たちなら、力に溺れて道を誤ることもなかろうて。
Does that mean?
今日から三代目を名乗るがいい。
In that moment, as I took the Oni mask from his hands, the third generation Phantom Thief Ura was born. It had been 3 years since Aoi and I were left in charge of scouring the land to collect and protect the mystic treasures. The mystic treasures, both unique in their appearances and abilities, contained a mysterious and unfathomable power inside of them. The Oni baton I used was one such mystic treasure. There were even power-inducing foods and autonomous puppets among their ranks. And it helped that they typically looked like trash to the untrained eye, leaving their owners oblivious to their hidden powers. To them, I was just some random dude in an Oni mask trying to steal what may as well have been their garbage. Many believed my great-grandfather, who earned the title of Phantom Thief Ura somewhere along the way, to be a considerable nuisance to the general public. The days and years eventually passed by, and roughly a month or so ago, a Phantom Thief Ura notice appeared at Miyajima Academy. It read, "When the azaleas bloom, Miyajima's mystic treasures shall be mine." Since I had no recollection of issuing said notice, my grandpa said,
由緒ある裏の名を語るとは不定な輩だ。とっちめてこい。もちろん正体は誰にも知られるんだよ。スニーキングミッション開始だ。
And that was why he shipped Aoi and me off to Miyajima. Our mission was to capture this fake Ura and protect the mystic treasures of Miyajima they were after. That was how Aoi and I ended up attending Miyajima Academy this spring. Yes, we were no mere students. We were here to carry out our mission as the third generation Phantom Thief Ura. Ura the Third, huh? I wasn't obligated to inherit the title. Our father, an archaeologist, opted to support us, his children, from the sidelines instead of becoming a Phantom Thief himself. I could have followed my father's example and gone down a different path, but I didn't. I admired my grandfather and great-grandfather's way of life.
お兄ちゃん危ない
Huh? Ah! Ow! Crap, I wasn't paying attention, bumped into someone. Are you okay? Quickly got back to my feet and held out to the person that held out a hand to the person that knocked over. Given how soft the person was I ran into, when I collided into them, I had likely run into a girl. Hey, this was my chance to set up a happy, embarrassing, and heart-pumping story in motion.
いったいどこ見て歩いてるのよ
Who the fuck are you? One day I met a bear in the middle of the city.
ねえなんだね君は僕が夢見ていた嬉し恥ずかしときめきストーリーは一体どこへ
That's what I should be saying. Also, why the hell are you a bear?
これは着ぐるみだよ別に君を取って食われるわけじゃないから安心したまえ食べるならそう美少女に限る三次元もありや
The bear man clenched his fist and declared that with his unwavering conviction. What the hell was this guy's deal? Was it a seasonal thing? Were birds like him wandering around like this because it was springtime? To top it off, we weren't even wearing the same uniform. There were more wackos like him at the academy than I wished I'd packed their bags and head straight back where they came from.
お兄ちゃんいろいろな意味で大丈夫
おやそちらの美しいお嬢さんは君の妹君かね
美しいって私がですか
ああ一目見てビビッときたねまだあどけなさの残る顔立ちとほのかに膨らんだ胸そして健康そうなおみ足そう 君は神が作り上げた芸術品に違いない。さしずめ、ロリのヴィーナスといったところだ。
お兄ちゃん、私芸術品だって。盗んで。
Who would want to kidnap you? And he's really emphasizing the young thing.
つまんない。
You want someone to take you so badly, then go ahead and ask this guy. You seem to really tickle his pickle.
だってクマだよ。私、クマさんよりゾウさんの方がもっと好きです。
出会い頭に存在を否定された。
Sorry, that's just the way it is. Wild bears like you should hightail it back to the mountains, skip on the whole hibernating thing, and get straight to dying.
出会って間もないのに死を望まれた。ここまでバカにされておめおめと逃げ帰ったらエログリズリーになります。お嬢ちゃん、せめてパンツだけでも嗅がせてください。
助けてお兄ちゃん。
Hey, get away from me, you barbarian. I'll turn you into curry and eat
ほ
you.
ら、熊吉。朝から人様に迷惑かけないの。
おや、この声は。
While the three of us were causing a commotion on the sidewalk, a dignified female voice called out to us. That exact moment, Aoi and I, along with the costumed dude called Kumikichi, looked behind us. Why, hello there.
まったく、あなたはいつもそうなんだから、少しはカナを見習いなさい。
The girl's long jet black hair fluttered in the wind behind her. You'd think she would be a model, given her gorgeous figure and refined yet strong-willed eyes, as well as her silky smooth ink-colored hair. This was the same girl I'd faced off against on the roof last night. Yep, no doubt about it.
やあ、あかり、おはよう。
おはようじゃないわよ。新学期早々、何バカやってるのよ。
She nudged Kumakichi in the cheek with the bamboo sword case she'd been holding. I guess I was right. She was Kibitsumiya Akari, the only daughter of the Kibitsumiya family who governed over Miyajima. Miyajima, the Kibitsumiya family acted as the leader of the so-called three great families. They were essentially this island's highest authority. These three great families were also burdened with the task of protecting the mystic treasures, and my family had numerous run-ins with them over the last several decades. By all rights, we should have been allies and worked together, but our families had a bit of a falling out as a result. Like what happened yesterday, we were caught in this manhunt of sorts. Of course, our recent tussle was totally my fault.
あら、そこにいるのは。おはようございます、あかりさん。やっぱり。おはよう、葵ちゃん。
What the heck, Aoi? You know her?
私の部屋のお隣さんなんだよ。昨日挨拶しに行ったの。
Yes, that's so. I would have thought that the esteemed daughter of the Kibitsumiyas would be Aoi's neighbor. It seemed too good to be true if you asked me, but there was the chance that Grandpa had pulled some strings behind the scene to make it easy to get in touch with the three families. Also, I'll be right back. I have returned. Sorry, bowel moves are kind of fucking whack because of all the goddamn cough drops. I already read that.
それで、あなたは
Oh, I haven't introduced myself yet, have I? My always big brother, Urabe Kesuke. Nice to meet you. I went to shake her hand, but after shooting me a mildly confused look, Kibitsumiya gently gripped my hand back.
キビツミヤあかりよ。こちらこそよろしくね、浦ビくん。どうしたの
Well, couldn't help but avert my gaze when she stared at me head on like that. It was blatantly obvious now that I could see her up close, but wasn't this girl insanely beautiful? That refreshing smile of hers was very cute too.
さっきから不思議そうな顔をして、どうしたの？何か気に障るようなことしちゃったかしら？だとしたら謝らせて。
Oh, no, it's nothing like that. I was just thinking that you had an incredibly beautiful smile.
きれい？ごめんなさい。お兄ちゃん、嘘をつけない性格なんです。
And that kind of person is a phantom thief somehow.
やだ、それ全然フォローになってないわよ。余計恥ずかしいじゃない。
Well, I meant it.
ありがとう。
Aoi is not appreciative of the current situation. She was blushing. This was the sort of shy reaction you'd hope to see from a girl your own age. Talk about adorable. Also, I just realized. Hold on, let me just backtrack again. Actually, does this have a skip feat? It does not. Fuck, of course it wouldn't. Let me just save here real quick and check. It is not unlocked. Let me just go here and just press control real quick. There we go.
あなたはいつもそうなんだから。少し
Save
はただを見
again
習いなさい。
here. Now we can go back to here for thumbnail because this is clearly better than Little Sister. And then go back to here.
ケイスケとか言ったか。君の方こそとんだナンパ野郎ではないかね。
Wasn't really my intention.
お兄ちゃん昔からこうなんですよ。正直に物を言うからいつもトラブルばっかりで。あら、いい性格じゃない。うじうじしてる人よりよっぽど好感が持てるわ。
Really?
ええ、物陰でパンを加えながら女の子が通りかかるのを待ってるクマよりよっぽど男らしいわ。
それは一体どこの変態だね。僕が成敗してくれる。
Then get ready to smack yourself, you perverted
出会
bear.
ったばかりなのに随分なことを言うね。いいよ、もっと言って。
You have to tell me if what I said made you angry or happy first.
確かに何でもストレートに言う人みたいね。いい風。
Kibitsumiya watched from the sidelines and smiled at our exchange, then looked up at the sky as if she were chasing the wind. When she did, a tiny bird came swooping from between the trees and softly landed on her shoulder.
あら、また来たの？今日は餌を持ってきてないのよ。ごめん。
She stroked its beak with her fingertip and cast a gentle smile. The warm sunlight shone down on the girl with the long black hair as she gently played with the baby bird perched on her shoulder. Coupled with the invigorating breeze, it made for a truly picturesque sight. Did not have to go back and go out of my way to save here again. Huh. Made a fool out of me. She really was beautiful. Just then a mischievous wind blew through and flipped up her skirt. The material swayed beneath the soft sun. Her tights clung to her voluptuous legs and soft-looking skin. Can you, like, not? Can you, like, not? I don't actually have the censorship set up for this specific one, so, it's good that I noticed. There we go. Also, I can delete you on my. There we go. So this one gets rid of the top one, this one goes rid of the bottom one. Anyways, her tights clung to her soft looking skin, she really was beautiful. Yeah, Kibitsumiya remained still even after the wind stopped and the little bird flew away. Perhaps this wasn't enough to perturb her, just as her appearance suggested. No, that was dead. There was a cold sweat forming on her forehead. Her tense face was dyed as pink as a ripe peach. Yeah, I guess I did. spring breeze blows past, bracing and revitalizing. What lay in its path, a gorgeous legged beauty, lovely and sublime.
ほほう、なかなかの紳士川柳だ。君、見どころがあるね。いやー、お願
いだから今のは忘れて。
No can do, it's burned straight into my retinas.
でも
It bothered her that much, huh? Her face and ears were beet red and she was fidgeting in place as she held down the hem of her skirt.
男の子に変なところ見られた。
A shy blushing girl is always a sight for sore eyes. Really gives you a warm fuzzy feeling.
ほっこりしないでよ。恥ずかしいじゃない。大丈夫ですよ、あかりさん。スパッツだから恥ずかしくないもん。
That's right, aren't you wearing those so that it doesn't matter if anyone does see?
それはそうだけど、こんな近くで男の子に見られるのなんて初めてだし。
I see, does that mean I'm your first?
もうだからエッチなことばかり言っちゃダメ。
まあまあ、落ち着きたまえ。なんなら、どういう状況だったか確認してみるか。
Komakichi chimed in and revealed the video camera he'd hidden away in his pocket.
なんでそんなもの持ってるのよ。
紳士のたしなみだよ。君だっていつもデジカメを持ち歩いてるだろ。それと同じさ。
同じじゃないわよ。あんたのそれは盗撮用でしょ。
ああ、そうだとも。先ほどの地帯も全てまるっと録画済みだよ。
開き直るんじゃない。いいからカメラをよこしなさい。
ここまでおいで。早く私を殺しにいらっしゃい。
ええ、わかったわ。
She nodded at that threatening remark, drew the bamboo sword from its case, and approached Komakichi.
そこを動くな。40秒でやってあげる。
目がマジだよ。やめて、来ないで。
アクソクザン。
さあ、こっちへいらっしゃい。楽しいお説教タイムよ。
ごめんなさい、ごめんなさい、ごめんなさい。
それじゃあ、うらびくん、あおいちゃん、学校でね。
Akari smacked Komakichi's silly, firmly gripped the back of his neck, and dragged him somewhere private. Farewell, Komakichi. I've forgotten about you already.
大丈夫かな、熊吉さん。
They seemed like good friends, so I'm sure she won't off him for real. I pegged her to be much more composed than that, but she was fairly aggressive towards Komakichi. Based on our showdown yesterday, this violent side may have been more in line with Kibitsumiya's true personality. I'm going to fucking stab somebody every time I have to read out Kibitsumiya at some point. By God, it's harder than a fucking Higashimura Yamake. Did you hear that?
お兄ちゃん、あれ見て。カゴ屋だよ。
Palanquin bearers? Followed his line of sight and could see a showy palanquin. It looked like it had come out of a historic play. What's more, the ones carrying it were...
よーしストップ。止まるでござる。
Oh Lord.
カナ様、こちらで本当によろしいので。
このまま校門まで行ったら、皆さんに見られてしまいますので。
承知。お前たち、道を作るでござる。はっ。
あ、誰か降りてくるみたいだね。
After lowering the vessel to the ground, the palanquin bearers regrouped to form a path and respectfully bowed their heads. These guys, who already stuck out like sore thumbs in modern society, were the same ninjas I had faced yesterday. Which must mean...
いってらっしゃいませ、カナ様。
That's another option, I guess.
恥ずかしいです。
Just as I'd expected, a short girl with bobbed hair emerged from the palanquin. That was Sakagami Kanna, the current head of the Sakagami family and leader of the Protectors. Although she looked young, evidence would suggest that she was around my age. As the name would suggest, the Protectors were responsible for defending humanity and the mystic treasures with their incredible strength and fighting techniques. From what I saw yesterday, they were fierce warriors with the belligerent and provocative personalities to match. Or so they were supposed to be, but she seemed completely different from how she had been acting the day before.
カナ様、やはり学園までお送りした方がよろしいのでは。
ここまでで結構です。
ですが今日は大事な始業式。カナ様の意向を新入生どもに知らしめねば。
ですからそういうのはやめてください。ただでさえ恥ずかしいのにこれ以上目立ったら。
うわ、何あれ。目を合わせちゃダメ。あの人坂上組の組長さんだよ。
あ、それなら知ってる。坂上組って島を牛耳ってるヤクザみたいなものでしょ。坂上組に逆らった人間は黒装束の忍者にさらわれて手蔵内海に沈められるとか。
何ガンつけとんじゃいボケ。
変なのがこっち見た。
ごめんなさい。故障ですから命だけは堪忍して。
Following the ninja's threat, the girls offered a quick old-fashioned apology and left. They had definitely gone with the flow.
また逃げられちゃいました。
Sakagami said that as she followed the pair of girls with her eyes and added a small sigh. What the gossip duo said was true. The Sakagami family employed a squadron of masked ninjas. While the other two families had their own distinctive armies at their disposal, the vast majority of the Sakagami family's personnel were elite soldiers who had successfully completed their strict training. Despite their incredible skill, they were also utterly oblivious to most common situations and would often go out shopping in their full ninja attire in broad daylight. Like, you know, morons. Ninjas out in plain sight left 2 immense of an impact and would surely stir up a weird rumor or two. It was pretty tough being that of her family at such a young age.
そうだね。ため息をつきたくなる気持ちはよくわかるよ。
Even though we were whispering, Sakagami must have noticed us and looked in our direction. It would be pretty awful for us to act too guarded around her, so perhaps a friendly greeting would be best. Morning, Sakagami. Nice weather, isn't it?
おはようございます。
It's not really that big of a deal.
ごめんなさい。
Being greeted and apologized to by someone hiding behind a telephone pole was a new experience for me. She was at least nice enough to say hello to me, but she was deviating further and further away from the impression I had of her. Maybe the girl from yesterday had been her twin sister or something.
お主、何気安くカナ様に声をかけてるでござるか。バカなの？死ぬの？
Whoa, what's all this about?
黙るでござる。口答えすると我が愛刀のサビにしちゃうでござるよ。
Whoa, you just cut my hair. Hey, you guys, this dude's legit. He's got a real sword.
いくら泣き叫んでも助けは来ないでござるよ。駐在所は島の反対側。学園周辺の警備は拙者たち坂上警備保障に一任されてるでござるからね。ニンニン。
This totally sucks.
やめてください、同僚さん。痛くしちゃいけません。
ご安心めされ。やるときは一緒。
そういうことではなくて。
おむつは消毒だ。
Hey, you're not in character. You were so formal a second ago.
お願いですからやめてください。
Sakagami wraggled around teary-eyed every which way in front of her utterly gung-ho chief. Well, shit, I couldn't believe I made a girl cry over this. With how ugly things had gotten, perhaps it was time to start acting a bit more serious.
こらー！カナに何してるのよ！
オーバー！
あかりちゃん。
あかり様、いくらなんでも木刀は痛いでござる。
You used an actual
耐え
sword!
てるんだからこれくらい平気でしょ。それよりカナを泣かせるなんていい度胸じゃない。表出なさい。
もう表でござる。それと誤解でござるよ。すべての元凶はそこのアバンギャルドな若者でござって。
問答無用。
Oh, he's censored. Pitiful. The chief was struck down by Kibutsumiya and practically reduced to dust. He refused to listen. Got what was coming to him.
今日のところはこれくらいで勘弁されてやる。者ども、撤収でござる。はっ。
The chief dropped that somewhat villainous sounding line and retreated with his subordinates. That guy really got into his role, huh? Would have been better off as an entertainer than a ninja.
大丈夫かな。それより
Kana had met up with Kibutsumiya. She looked up my way with concern and timidly asked me.
大丈夫でしたか？お怪我はありませんか？
Yeah, thanks to you. Don't have a scratch on me. I appreciate it.
こちらこそありがとうございます。
After I expressed my heartfelt gratitude, she looked away and turned beet red. Was she that shy?
あら、浦部くんたちまだ学校行ってなかったの？
Yeah, the chief and I ended up bonding a little bit when I tried to say hello to Sakagami.
いやー、本当に助かりました。あかりさんが駆けつけてくれなかったら、お兄ちゃん今頃あの世行きですよ。
私は別にカナを助けようとしただけで。
You effectively rescued me, so let me show my gratitude. Thank you very much.
まあ、そういうことなら。
Look at her blush. This girl was crazy cute when she got embarrassed. The stark contrast between Kibutsumiya's dignified behavior and Kana's shy demeanor was quite telling.
だからジロジロ見ないでってば。
sorry. I was just thinking about how cute it is to see you blush.
またそういうこと言ってやめてよねもう。
Did I offend you?
それは別に一応褒められてるんだし。
I see. Well, thanks.
どうしてそこでお礼を言うのよ。あなたと話してると本当に調子狂っちゃうわね。
あかりちゃん、こちらの方々は？
あ、紹介がまだだったわね。私の隣に引っ越してきた浦部葵ちゃんとそのお兄さんの浦部圭介くんよ。
どうも、浦部葵です。
I'm her brother, Urabe Keisuke. Nice to meet you.
はい、坂上かなです。はじめまして。
In response to our greeting, Sakagami nodded her head and looked somewhat flustered. She was a strangely animated person. Coupled with her small stature, it was almost like I was dealing with a little kid.
ところであかりさん、さっきのクマさんはどうしたんですか？
あのインランテディベアなら川に流しておいたわ。今頃鮭でも取ってるんじゃないかしら。
何かあったの？あかりちゃん。
何もないわよ。ね、浦部くん。
It's actually because the bear took up skirt picking.
なんでバラすのよ。
まあまあ、そんなに恥ずかしがらなくてもいいじゃないですか。すごく綺麗でしたよ。あかりさんの引き締まった太もも。
Yeah, you've got incredible legs. They would definitely make for a tasty side dish over some drinks.
だから蒸し返さないでよ。
And with tears in her eyes, Akari squatted down in place and clamped her hands over her ears. Despite her dignified appearance, she sure had some amusing reactions when you teased her.
浦部さん。
Why, she ran away again?
ごめんなさい。お兄ちゃん、警戒されてる。
Oh, shut up. I'm not doing anything to her, and I don't plan on it either.
そうよ、かな。浦部くんは怖い人じゃないわよ。
あかりちゃんがそう言うなら。
Sakagami took a step forward at Kibutsumiya's urging. It looked like she trusted her quite a bit. Wasn't there something you wanted to ask me?
はい、浦部さんが会ったクマさんって。
Yeah, we ran into some pervert wearing a bear costume earlier, and I think he said his name was Kumukichi.
やはりそうですか。兄様、また発作を起こしたのですね。
like there was a very strange word mixed in that last sentence. Wait, what do you mean, Benisama?
浦部君、信じたくない気持ちはわかるけど、熊吉とカナは双子の兄弟なのよ。
なんだって
But he's a bear! And a pervert!
そうだよ、カナさんとは似ても似つかないよ。素顔はわからないけど。
二人とも落ち着いて。悲しいけどこれは事実なのよ。
I see. That's unfortunate.
そうだね、残念すぎるね。何が残念なんですか？
Our eyes glazed over as we attempted to process this new information, leaving Sakagami to tilt her head to the side like a baby bird. She also refers to Komakichi's perverted actions as a fit, so this sort of thing probably happened on a daily basis. You've got it rough, Sakagami. Not only is Komakichi your brother, but you have to be carried around in that thing every single day.
いえ、今日は特別です。忍者さんたちがどうしてもついてくるって聞かなくて。
カナンチの忍者さんたち、忠誠心が有り余ってるからね。自分たちの当主が可愛くて仕方ないのよ。
それを言ったら、あかりちゃんちだって子供の頃は。
うちの話はしないで。
ごめん。
うんうん。カナは悪くないわ。私の方こそごめんね。
あかりちゃん。
What's that all about? Did Kibitsumiya dislike talking about her family? It was strange that she lived alone when her family lived nearby.
うわあ、みんな大変だよ。そろそろ行かないと遅刻しちゃうよ。
Oh, you're right. Let's hurry. Quickly hightailed it up the hilly path and headed for the school with 2 minutes until the warning bell chimed. We were bound to make it with time to spare. However, upon reaching the school gate, a large crowd of people blocked our path. Students and staff alike were looking upwards and staring at something. Namely, Udo has arrived, huh?
すごい気合の入った落書きだね。
何度見ても腹立つ。絶対に許さないから。
Look rather pissed off about it, but do you have any idea what's behind this?
なんでもないわ。
Kibitsumiya acted flustered by my question before looking away from the gate. The students thought of it as nothing more than a childish prank, which likely meant that they were keeping yesterday's incident a secret from the general public, because it would be a major hit for the 3 great families, so it only made sense that they wanted to keep it under wraps.
随分と派手にやったみたいだね。生で見たらびっくりしちゃった。
For sure, this is my big academy debut. I had to make it flashy. As you might expect, Uda has arrived was entirely my doing. This was what sparked the huge scuffle with those ninjas yesterday, as they were pretty desperate to stop me from pulling off my prank. There was more to it than that, though. The graffiti was a message to the fake Uda who was hiding on this island. Intentionally left Uda's name behind in order to get the 3 great families involved. This way, my achievements should get my enemy's attention, whether they liked it or not. Now that all that I had to do was wait for the fake Uda to make a move. They panicked now that the real deal had arrived. And to flee the island. Would they accept my challenge and show themselves? Our reaction would make it clear how magnanimous a man they were.
あ、これって予例かな？
Okay, I'm off to the staff room.
それじゃあね。
Same to you, Sakagami.
それでは。
I have to both Kibitsumiya and Sakagami and then said goodbye. Since I was a transfer student, I couldn't join them.
案外、あの人たちと同じクラスになったりしてね。
Coincidences like that never happen. Oh, would you look at that? I'm in the same class as them! We attended at the same school, but there was no guarantee I'd be placed in the same class. It made me feel a little lonely, but this was where we parted ways. And again, I was certain we would see each other again once I took action as Phantom Thief Uda. For that matter, Kibitsumiya was always next door neighbor, so I would have plenty of opportunities to talk to her too. May have met through my fateful prank, but what happened next was entirely up to my own efforts. If I wanted to lead a life without regrets, I needed to face forward and take that first step.
よし、 お前ら今日は転校生を紹介する。
Why do you look like some kind of like weight pastor assassin for the Catholic Church? Seriously, why?
浦部、前に出て自己紹介しろ。
Yes, sir. Stood in front of the blackboard at the instruction of the sunglasses wearing tough-looking teacher that now stood beside me. Then I gently jabbed outward and delivered the customary speech. I'm Urabe Keisuke, and I'll be starting school here today. Looking forward to working with you all today. Oh, that really got him going. Honestly, I was surprised myself. I never expected Aoi's prediction to be so accurate. Aoi and I had transferred many times due to my role as Phantom Thief Ura. However, this was unlike any reaction I'd previously experienced. Maybe there was a god. I was classmates with Kibitsumiya and the Sakagami siblings, all primary members of the three great families. I couldn't help but feel like the composition of this class was somehow intentional. Grandpa pulled some strings to get me in this class, just like he had done with Aoi's room assignment. Promptly after I finished my introduction, the opening ceremony commenced. Every student from each class and year gathered in the gymnasium. I was sure Aoi was among the herd, breathing the same air. Ichima Academy operated on an escalator system, which started all the way back in primary school, each with a separate building depending on the student's age and course of study. In fact, 1/3 of the island was owned and operated by the academy itself, including the cluster school buildings at the island's center, the community center, sports facilities, and so forth. That reminded me, Aoi seemed rather proud of herself when we first came to the island.
人を寄せ付けない絶海のことを一度入ったら卒業するまで出られないエスカレーター式の全寮制教育施設宮島学園はまさに青春の監獄だね。
What? I was sure Aoi was just trying to be clever since neighboring town was only 20 minutes away by ferry and it wasn't a boarding school. It didn't seem like the academy accepted visitors either. Although Aoi and Grandpa and I got in with ease once our documentation was in order. What's more, there was no guarantee that we could escape like Aoi suggested.
新しい役員はすべて決まったな。では、これでホームルームを終了する。
Our tough-looking teacher, Sayonji Tamahiko sensei, put down the chalk and took a breath. The opening ceremony and closing and choosing committee officers were the only items on today's agenda, so we would likely be heading home before the morning was over.
委員長、早速だが。
わかりました。起立。礼。
We conducted today's homeroom at Kibitsumiya's, our newly appointed committee chairwoman's orders. The second the teacher left the room, the entire class ballooned with conversation. I'd already dealt with the hellish barrage of questions, which was customary on the first day of transferring into a new school. It was practically effortless, especially when I knew every trick in the book to hide my identity without ever telling a lie. I wondered if things were going well with Aoi in her new class as well. And again, she had a cheerful disposition and wasn't the least bit shy, so she's probably made friends already. Friends, huh?
どうしたの、浦部くん。ぼーっとして。
怒涛の質問攻めで疲労困憊と見えるな。
Turned into whoever had suddenly spoken to me to find both Kibitsumiya and Komakichi. Buff fucking god! Oh! Seating assignments appeared to be in syllable order, which put me near Kibitsumiya and the Sakagami siblings. We were so close we could chat while seated.
疲れてるなら、飴舐める？桃味じゃないけど。
Oh, thanks. I'd be happy to take some. I wasted no time rolling the candy Kibitsumiya had given me around in my mouth. Oh, no, sweet and delicious. I could feel its nutritious flavor coursing through my mouth and entire body. There's no substitute for alcohol, but sweets were a nice treat for my fatigued
さっき
body.
はすごい人気者だったわね。
Well, that kind of thing happens on your first day at a new school. Then again, I was expecting more people to talk to me once school let out, because everyone's busy with club or part-time jobs.
もしかして迷惑だった？
Not at all. I was just thinking about how I'd like to talk to all of you, actually. You coming to me first helped a lot.
そう、よかった。
It appeared Kibitsumiya was trying to be considerate of me, and a sense of relief washed over her face. Actually, wait, where's Sakagami? Not you, the cuter Sakagami.
すっげえな。これでも脱いだらすごいんだぞ。
In that case, why don't you start by removing your head?
ここでかい？ケイスケのスケベ。
You don't need to be so embarrassed about it. I'm gonna turn that big fuzzy head of yours into a punching bag.
暴力はいけないと思います。
Oh, Sakagami. Sakagami, you'd been off in a corner of the room until now, shyly walked over to us. As I casually stared at that face of hers.
そんなにいないんだ。私、わかりました。兄様の代わりに脱ぎます。
No, stop! Where did that come from?
浦部くん、カナを泣かしたらどうなるか分かってるでしょうね。
Yeah, Sakagami, come here. Let's have a nice fun chat together. I called Sakagami over and trembled under Kibitsumiya's sharp gaze. Slowly but surely, I was starting to get a feel for how to deal with these girls. For the time being, it was better to avoid making Kibitsumiya angry. It could save my life.
ほら、もっとこっちにいらっしゃい。ですが。
カナはケイスケのことが嫌いなのかな？
いえ、そういうわけでは。
ならこちらに来たまえ。まずは話してみないと、その人がいい人か悪い人かわからないだろ。はい、
兄様。
Kibitsumiya and Kumakichi's prompting, Sakagami timidly took a seat between them. Compared to those two, Sakagami was tiny and cute, truly like a doll.
私の顔に何かついていますか？
No, I was just thinking how cute and doll-like you were.
かわいいって、
Huh? She fainted?
ちょっと何やってるのよ。しっかりしなさい。ありがとう。ごめんなさいね。この子緊張するとすぐこれだから。
I'm the one who should be sorry. It looks like my weird comment surprised her.
君、なかなか見どころがあるね。カナが可愛いのは当然だが、その事実に早くも気がつくとは。どうやら立派な紳士眼の持ち主のようだ。
やめてください、兄様。恥ずかしいです。
Kumakichi's comment left Sakagami fidgeting and blushing all the way up to her ears. Her embarrassment only made her that much cuter. Kinda like the feeling you get while watching a bunny or a hamster.
しかし、まさか同じクラスになるなんてね。
Yeah, same here. Looking forward to working with you.
だが、なぜ君は男なのかね。
は？何を言ってるの？あんた。
バカ者！転校生が美少女に限るだろう。例外は暗殺者だけだ。あんだけかわしい。ケイスケ、今すぐ葵君とチェンジしたまえ。
In your dreams, besides, we're not even in the same year. However, I do agree with the opinion that transfer students should be beautiful girls.
ほう。ソモさん。
At the ready.
委員長は
Girls in glasses with thick eyebrows and braids. Kumakichi and I exchanged fearless smiles and firmly shook each other's hands. One thing had been clear from the moment we'd met. He and I would be fast friends.
よかった。浦部さん、兄様と仲良しさんになったんですね。
Also, why the fuck's this man's got OBS on his chest? Yeah, Kumakichi and I are...
ソウルメイトさ。そっちから振ったんだから何か言って。
So what sort of books have you been reading lately? Keep it to me.
無視すんなや。泣くぞ。泣いて陸の上で溺死するぞ。
Shut up! If you want to drown so bad, I'll toss you in the river again.
お二人とも本当に仲良しさんですね。
smile crept across Sakagami's lips as Komakichi broke down into tears. I guess she wasn't a sister for nothing. Her ability to ignore her brother was impressive. You guys seem to be getting along pretty well, but are the two of you always together?
家同士が仲がいいのもありまして、何をするにもあかりちゃんと一緒のことが多いです。
まあいわゆる幼馴染ってやつね。マキちゃんいらないけど。
そんな、僕も混ぜてよ。貴重な男の幼馴染なんだよ。
ほんと男の幼馴染があなたみたいのしかいなくて残念だわ。
Tsumiya shot him an amused smile. They really did look close. Childhood friends, huh? Since Zoe and I had moved around all over the place as Phantom Fuda, we didn't have a single person we could call a close or childhood friend. I dated girls before, but our relationships never developed into anything especially deep. They were always half-hearted, and we grew apart. Did my academy life come to an end without forming any meaningful friendships once again? What's the matter, Kipitsumiya?
いえ、その浦部くんの方こそどうしたのかなと思って、さっきから妙に暗い顔してるけど、もしかしてこのクラスでうまくやっていける自信がないとか？
I've never met someone who would ask a question like that to a person's face.
ごめんなさい。気を悪くした？
Nah, I should be
あ
thanking
り
you.
がとう。
Yeah, you were worried about me, right? So thank you.
せっかく同じクラスになったんだし、あなたとはうまくやっていきたいなと思って。
I'll be alright. I feel like I'll get along with Komakichi and Sakagami too. There's no need to worry about
マ
me.
キチとカナだけ？
You too, of course. These little chats of ours have really helped with my anxiety. I appreciate it.
そう言ってくれると私も嬉しいわ。
Ah, she was smiling. What a fine smile it was. Girls can make faces like this too, huh?
それにしてもあなた変わってるわよね。真顔でそういうこと言う人初めて見た。
Is that a
好
compliment?
きなように取ってくれて構わないわ。
I guess I'll just be happy about it. It'll make me feel a lot better about our relationship as it develops.
あなた少し変よね。嘘をつけないだっけ？
Yeah, I live true to myself. That's my
自
motto.
分に正直に生きるか。
What's wrong? Now you're the gloomy-looking one. Look in the dumps doesn't. That down in the dumps look doesn't suit you. I think you'll way cuter when you smile.
いきなり何言い出すのよ。
I'm just calling it like I see it. You're.
もうそれはいいわよ。
おやおや、どうして顔が赤くなってるんだい？
うるさいわね。いいでしょ別。もうどうしよう。変な汗かいちゃったじゃない。あなたやっぱり変よ。出会って間もないのにどうしてそんなこと言うのかしら。
That's because you're.
だからそれ以上言わないで。
Give it to me. I got ridiculously red as I pursued her. I knew I was too blunt for my own good, but Kibitsumiya seemed to have gained her bearings, so I took it as a good thing. Besides, I meant it when I said she had a cute smile.
まだ誰か残ってるか？
あれ、先生、忘れ物ですか？
ああ、一つ連絡事項を忘れていてな。
The teacher abruptly came back to the classroom, took out a fresh piece of chalk, and wrote down something on the blackboard. He wrote in fine, beautiful handwriting that helped me perceive his character.
勝訴。
Wait, what did you win exactly?
間違えた。別に黒板に書くようなことではなかった。
Why did you bring chalk then?
玉彦先生、それで連絡って何ですか？
ああ、これだ。
He replied before posting a notice on the classroom
毎年
wall.
恒例だが、今年も遺跡管理委員会のメンバーを募集している。興味があったら一声かけろ。
あんなめんどくさい委員会、誰も入りませんって。
おい、誰かそこの腐ったみかんをつまみ出せ。ひねってジュースにしてやる。
ごめんなさい。
まあいい。とにかくこれで顧問の義務は果たした。忙しいので俺は帰るぞ。
ちょっと先生、もっと真面目に人を集めてください。今頑張らないと来年に響きますよ。
ならば吉備宮、 あとはお前に任せた。坂上兄弟も手伝ってやれ。
ちょっと。
俺はこれから大事な用があるんだ。じゃあ。
こら待ちなさい。
Sensei ignored Kibutsumiya's protest and quickly disappeared. Sissy, what did that sunglass-wearing teacher even come here for?
教え子に面倒を押し付けるなんて、あの人顧問としての自覚が足りないわよね。
でも任された以上頑張らないと。
そうね。先輩たちも卒業しちゃったし、私としても新戦力が欲しいところだけど。
Kibutsumiya looked right at me based on the way things were going.
浦部君、あなた遺跡に興味はない？
I knew you'd ask me.
待ちたまえ。いきなりそんな話をしても戸惑うだけだろう。まずは委員会の説明から始めなければ。
When you say committee, you mean the one Sensei was talking about?
はい、遺跡管理委員会といって学園内にある遺跡のことやお客さん向けのパンフレットを作ったりしてるんですよ。
Sounds like a very good committee to be a part of when you're planning to potentially stealing shit from said historical sites on campus. Historical sites on campus?
詳しいことは後で説明するけど、学園の敷地内に貴重な文化遺跡が数多く残っていてね。
管理といっても難しく考えなくていいよ。公園を掃除するボランティア活動みたいなものだから。
How many members do you have?
僕たち3人と会長の全部で4人かな。カナが副会長で、顧問がうちの担任でもある玉彦先生だ。通常の委員会とは違い、入る義務もなければ抜けるのも自由でね。そのおかげで万年人手不足なのさ。
委員会に入ればたくさんご本を読めますよ。古い資料や古文書なんかも見ることができてとても便利ですから。
Oops, fuck.
よろしければ委員会に。
Old archives, huh? Does sound pretty interesting.
ですよね。遺跡や古文書なんかに興味があるわけ。あれ、今なんと。
Like I said, I think that sort of thing is interesting.
本当ですか？
Yeah, my dad's actually an archaeologist. I saw stuff like that all throughout my childhood. Which is why I'm really fascinated by things like archives and ruins. Please, let me join your committee. What's wrong?
素敵です。
Huh?
そうですよね。遺跡って素晴らしいですよね。
She is very excited. Perhaps a bit too excited almost.
一見無造作に積み重なっているように見える石にもそこに歴史がありドラマがある。目には見えない秘密が隠されている。調べれば調べるほど謎が深まって毎日が驚きの連続です。遺跡って本当に素敵ですよね。
Yeah.
ほらカナ、浦部君が戸惑ってるわよ。それくらいにしなさい。
ごめんなさい。一人でさせてくださいました。
No need to apologize. I understand how it feels to talk about something you're really passionate about, especially when it's right in front of you. For me, I could talk all night about classic models.
浦部さんはプラモデルがお好きなんですか？
Yeah, building model kits is a hobby of mine. I've got a bunch of them all over my room.
それってお城とかお堀とかですか？もしくは発掘作業員さんのフィギュアとか。
No, more like Gundams and robots.
そうですか。それは残念です。
Whoa, her enthusiasm bottom out hard. This girl seriously loved castles, old castles, ruins, and the like. Well, I was just thinking about putting together a diorama of sorts, so maybe I'll try building a castle this time around.
本当ですか？完成したら見せてくださいね。
Yeah, when it's ready. She ran away again! She returned to her usual shy self the moment her switch was flipped. She was like a cute toy.
では早速入会希望者を委員会室へお連れするとしよう。
Hold on, I'd like to bring Aoi along. She's into this sort of thing too.
そういうことなら委員会室で準備して待ってるわ。場所は
That's okay, I looked into it in advance.
調べがついてる？
どうやら圭介は最初からうちの委員会に入るつもりだったようだね。
それは頼もしいです。
yeah, I guess.
これからもよろしくお願いします。
Yeah. Will we actually mesh well together given how this had turned out? I was a little worried. Hey, I'll go pick up Aoi.
携帯の番号を教えるから何かあったら連絡してくれたまえ。
Sure. I swapped numbers with Sakagami, Komakichi, and Kibitsumiya. These new additions to my contact list disappeared the moment my job was complete. I made it a habit to wipe my phone's memory after each and every move. How long would I stick around this time?
浦部くん、電話ってこっちからかけてもいいのよね？
Of course, that's what we're swapping numbers for.
そうよね。連絡事項を伝えるだけだし、男の子の携帯に電話してもおかしくないわよね。
What are you trying to convince?
だって男の子の番号なんて熊吉以外に入れてなかったから、どう扱っていいかわからなくて。
Just treat me the same way you deal with Komakichi.
じゃあ毎週決まった時間に呪いのメールとか送ってもいいの？
Do you really hate Komakichi that much? Even I feel bad for the guy now. I get it. Rather than Komakichi might not send me messages the same way you would Sakagami. You're welcome to shoot me a random text about how you did on a test, or if you wanted to meet up somewhere, or other things like that.
わかった。頑張ってみる。
Kibitsumiya grabbed her cell phone with both hands and stared at the screen with a tense expression. After saying goodbye to my classmates, I headed towards the sports building to meet up with Aoi, who was in the swim club. Carrying out our mission as Phantom Thief Udo was my primary reason for joining the committee, especially when I found out Kibitsumiya was involved from prior investigations. Actually, I'll end it here. I know it's short, but hey, I'm still not completely back to full health, so I guess this is fine. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. See you next time. Bye-bye.